Good morning, Lompoc.
Good morning, Lompoc. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, day after Mother's Day.
Start to another week
Yep.
of some pretty heavy isolation, staying home.
Don't remind us.
But the good news is this is our 20th episode. What happened? We got to 20. 20 half-an-hour episodes. We're kind of in shock, but we made it. Thank you guys for staying with us and for supporting us.
Thank you for all of your support.
For sharing with your friends and for inviting them.
And all the content that a lot of you have sent our way and photos.
Makes
and
our job a lot easier.
So, yes, thank you all so much. We hope all the mothers out there had a wonderful Mother's Day.
Yes.
We hope the kids spoiled you a lot.
And if they didn't, maybe we can do a redo next Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I think that'd be
But moms deserve it. I hope you guys had a good time. We've seen lots of fun posts about that. Had a few people send over some photos.
Yeah, Katie and Miss Elias sent us a photo. And then Kim White and her mom having mimosas. So we know there were a lot of mimosa drinking going on. So
yes, orange juice is still available,
I
think.
But maybe the bubbles are gone, right?
Well, we can always replace that. I know Transcendence had some bubbles that we tasted recently.
Yes.
Really good.
We had a social distancing birthday party on Saturday, and then we did spend a day in Los Alamos.
Happy birthday, Melissa Coombs.
Happy birthday.
And Caitlin the day before.
Yes. And we went to Los Alamos. That was such a beautiful day. You got a really awesome farmer's tan on your
there's like
shoulders.
It's awkward.
And I got a little sunburn here and here, and it was really fun. It
but
felt
we got our
like
vitamin D.
Day.
We got our vitamin D, so I think our immune system is boosted.
Yes.
Hopefully. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right. So we have
another fun birthday party this weekend. You showed me this. This was pretty cool.
So a local girl here celebrated her birthday this weekend, and the Lompoc Fire Department celebrated with her by cruising by and lighting up the sirens. That was her wish. So happy birthday to her. It's super cool. Shout outs to our public safety folks who are working extra hard these days.
I want a fire truck for my birthday.
Well, maybe the Lompoc Fire Department will sell you one.
Well, no, I mean, I just
want to drive by. It's kind of expensive, though.
It would be fun to go in one, though.
Just to spray people with water, I think would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that was really great. What else do we have?
We've just been messing around and trying to find interesting things and content and stuff. And there's a really funny group called Bin Isolation Hunting. Wait, no, Bin Isolation Outing, not hunting.
Goodwill hunting is what you're...
And the idea with this is that our trash bins go out more often than we do. So when you do go out to take out your trash, get dressed up.
Yes.
And so they have over 1 million people in this group. And people have a ton of fun with it. And they take pictures of themselves and then they post them on this group page. So it's something that we hope to do. But this one was really funny too.
So anyway, we're going to have some fun with that. I think our trash guys from Lompoc pick up on Thursday.
Yep.
So we're going to do it maybe tomorrow and have something for Wednesday morning show. Just to get involved.
Maybe make this like a weekly thing.
So if you guys want to have fun and take your trash out and join some random group with over 1 million people.
It's a really fun page.
Why not?
There is so much material. Yep. It looks like it's mostly from the UK and Australia. So there's a bunch of random stuff in there. There's a really funny video that I wasn't able to share where the entire block got dressed up and the guys basically did what do you call that it's like a flash dance where they all dressed up, they pushed out their things, they turned on some music, and they just
It was slightly embarrassing for a lot of out of shape men.
Oh my gosh. But check out that group. It was pretty fun. And then I have one more fun video. This was sent over by Kim White. So cool. Thank you so much, Kim. This little girl is adorable, and she has a lot of really good words to live by.
Now, I wanted to say, there are a lot of other shows out there that are, one might say, copying the idea of sharing good news and introducing fun things with kids. We'd like to think we were kind of there first. So anyway, this video, it is one of the cutest things I've seen in a long time, and it's here locally. So if you guys love it,
well, I think she lives up in the Bay Area,
but I'm just saying,
she's got a local connection.
There's a connection here. It's adorable.
We're gonna call this April's Corner.
Have fun.
Gravy on the wall, yes. Gravy on the people. No, pick your nose. Yes, put to it instead of pick your nose. Don't eat dog food. Yes, us. Eat a banana instead of dog food. And the dog eat a dog food. No, putting batteries in the toilet. We sit there and go potty on the toilet and go poop on the toilet.
Very good.
No, hit your friend. Yes, play with your friends.
That's right.
No, putting kitty's tail. Yes, play kitty.
Pet kitty. That's right.
Yes, things like pull a study hat or have a tea party or study a boogie or bring your drums or bring blocks.
Very good, April. Thank you for reading that to me.
You're welcome.
I thought she was just the cutest. And it's all good things, right? So don't hit your friends. Don't eat the dog food. Maybe have a banana instead. So I felt like that was, some really useful tips, right, Jeremy?
Absolutely. That was super cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Aside from the weekend, do you want to introduce Rebecca Ingrahm?
I do. So thank you guys for joining us again. If you know somebody that fell off and doesn't know what happened, just share this so that people can join us and jump back in. We are super excited to showcase one of my favorite local teachers from the school district that I've gotten to know over the last couple of years. Her name is Rebecca Ingrahm, and she is a CTE business teacher out at Maple High School, which is a continuation high school out in Vandenberg Village. Yeah. And they're taking in kids that need a little bit of extra help or are a little bit challenged in some of the learning or have a rough time at school. And they are so creative and work so hard to kind of create a pathway for students to make it to graduation and to actually have a chance to thrive. So I've been very impressed with their efforts.
They've won numerous awards too, since they've had Katie Wallace as the principal there, kind of guiding the school.
Yes.
So it's pretty impressive. So we wanted to chat with her, see kind of what they're doing over there, and kind of get a understanding as to what a continuation school is and does, and maybe break some of those stereotypes.
So I know there's some old stigmas, and we used to think, Maple High School, that's where the bad kids go. Well, let's think about it a little bit differently. There's a major update that's happened. So hope this helps you understand. Enjoy. Help us understand the type of kid that is coming to Maple and how they might thrive there, considering, the circumstances.
I think people don't know how students are sent to Maple, and that it just has to do with their credit. So basically, they are what we call credit deficient, meaning at the other schools, they have not achieved enough credits to where they're going to graduate on time with the rest of their scholars in their cohort. And they have opportunities there at the other school to catch up on some of those credits there, but then they come over to Maple if they're really, they're behind, or sometimes, we're getting a lot of kids now who just want to come to Maple. They know we have cool programs, they feel like it's just a better learning environment for them. But the thing about Maple that I think is really unique is how small we are. We're a small school and we keep our class sizes down. Like, I know every kid on that campus. I have a kid right now who I'm working with. He's never been in any of my classes. But then one day somebody said, hey, could you reach out to this kid? And I reached out to him, and now Ian is like, hey, can you help me with this? And I'm like, of course. That's just how we are. We're there for every kid on that campus. It doesn't matter if they're in our classes. And we all usually know a lot of what's going on with them and a lot of tailoring our teaching to their learning style. We get kids who they were bored in other classes, and so they were, goofing off or something. Well, we have a strategy that we're going to use with that kid specifically to try and help them being more engaged in the classroom.
You guys have acknowledged that you are combating some old stigmas, but let's hear from you guys about what you've been doing and how amazing it is and how it's changing lives,
My principal, Katie Wallace, she has had such this vision for Maple since the beginning, where she wanted to bring on CTE programs. She wanted to bring on AVID. She brought in yoga programs. She brought in a program called Grid Alternative Energy Solutions, where students were learning to install solar panels on low-income houses for a while. That program recently has stopped, but we had that for a solid, 3 or 4 years. And I think our school is extremely unique. We've won model school from the California Department of Education, which means that we're a model continuation high school. And I feel like our kids are benefiting from it so much. They're talking more about college than when I first started there. And we don't ever give up on these kids.
I had the chance to attend one of the graduations that you guys had. I think that was maybe last year. And it was such a overwhelmingly positive event. Tons of people. It was a bright, sunshiny day. And I think you guys were celebrating the fact that that the numbers had been increasing in terms of getting kids to the finish line.
Yeah, we have a great counselor, and we have these engaging programs that are engaging kids more, getting them thinking more about their futures. That's what CTE and AVID is all about. CTE is the career, AVID is the college pathway, and getting those pathways really gets the kids thinking, well, this is where I want to go. This is what I want to do. More and more kids are leaving with a plan. What am I going to do the day after graduation? What am I doing the year after graduation? So those are important plans for the kids to have. Everyone's bringing a unique set of features to the kids. What really attracted me to your program, we wanted to get them used to, hey, this is the real world. There's going to be a boss here, or there's going to be a position here, right. And those people have to collaborate and work together. And tell us about your background, or what sort of drove you to see an opportunity to create that. So business was always something that I was involved in. And then I started teaching at a college, an online college. So I'm actually very comfortable with online teaching. And I started teaching their business classes because that's what I had experience in. Then I went and I got an MBA, and I also got a CTE specific credential. So I actually started at Maple as a math teacher, and then I kind of mentioned to Katie that I was like, dabbling in making custom shirts. And she said, "Are you kidding me?" And I said, "No." And she said, "I just went to a continuation high school that was making custom shirts with their students." And I said, "Well, we could start a business like that and the kids could run the business." And we just it took off from there. We have a production, sales and marketing, design departments. And I have my executives, who are the students who've been, doing this for a little bit of time, and they get to the higher positions where they get to boss people around, which is fun. So they're just learning so many different skills. It's so interesting to hear them come to me with problems, because some of the problems I'm like, yeah, I've had that problem in the workplace. I remember specifically, and I'm horrible with names, but one young lady I think you introduced me to, she was either the CEO or acting CEO. But the confidence that came out of her eyes when she was, we just said, well, tell us about your role and what you're doing. She just lit up with so much passion, and it's just a school class, but she is taking it so seriously, and I have to think that's going to impact her further on down the road, when she's in the real world. We have some amazing teachers out there that are super thoughtful and really helping these kids discover their path forward, so that they have a chance to be vibrant human beings out in the real world. So,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and one thing that we weren't able to include just because it was starting to go a little bit long, but she just wanted to thank the community. I guess they've had an outpouring of support from businesses in Lompoc, helping them out, and especially with trying to get before they were able to get a full budget for the program, trying to help them get set up and stuff like that.
So for those of you that missed it, what Maple worked on, and they've gotten awards for their ingenuity, is creating a class where the actual students in the class get to build a business, and they run the business. They become CEOs and chief marketing operators and all these positions. And to see them beam with pride as they're being creative and doing it's really stunning. Yeah. So kudos to them for all their hard work. And we know right now it's really difficult because it's all virtual. Yeah. But anyway, keep up the great work out there at Maple High School.
Really awesome job. Yeah.
Thank you.
So one thing, unfortunately, our weatherman for today, he had to sit this one out. He was celebrating Mother's Day. So he called in sick and said he wasn't able to do it this morning.
Which broke our heart a little bit, but he's so talented that we'll take him back anytime that he's willing. So I guess we had a stand-in.
We hope he comes back next week. But in the meantime, we did have a stand-in giving you the weather for this week. Oh.
Good morning, Lompoc. I'm the second best weather guy, Bradley Scooper, here with your weekly report. Looking at this week, it appears that there is a conspiracy in that there is a 10% chance of rain today, and it doubles to 20% chance of rain the next day. The reason it's a conspiracy is because that is not a majority of the percentage. So there is an 80 to 90% chance that it will not rain. That is good news, folks. We should be so fortunate. Now on Wednesday, we go down to a 10% chance of rain, but all week we're at 67, 67, 68, 65, 67, 68. We need it to go up. We need it to go up. It's very important. On Saturday and on Friday, the day before Saturday, we have a 0% chance of rain, which means if you're a conspiracist just like me, it's probably going to rain a lot. I hope this helps, and we'll see you next week. And hopefully they'll get the best weather guy back. Goodbye!
I don't think that was the same. I miss Danny Miranda with
where
his
do we
weather
get these
report.
interns from?
Yeah, we're sorry about that one. It'll get better next week again. We'll go back to our normal guy.
There was no curls.
There were no curls.
And that guy looked really old and kind of obnoxious. I was sorry about that, folks, but thank you. Anyway, that's the weather.
Yeah.
Let's move quickly past that.
Okay. Do you want to talk about what's coming up for Wednesday?
Wednesday show. So the rest of this week, obviously, we know there are still some issues or some big things in the news locally about the coronavirus and COVID-19.
Well, it's not, they're one and the same.
Well, yeah, but I mean, however you want to put it. But this show is always about being uplifting and positive, but we still want to be real. We want to bring important information. So we're going to do our best to connect with hopefully a county supervisor or an incoming county supervisor. Mm-hmm. And if we're really fortunate, we're going to hopefully talk to our congressman. Hopefully this week, we'll see. We're trying to make that happen. Yeah. So keep your fingers crossed. But it's important that we know what's going on and that we talk to the right folks and that we ask some important questions so that we can
and especially to give us an estimate on what's going on and when we might be able to reopen some businesses.
Yeah. We know it's really tough, but it's good to talk to those that actually have their hands on the levers of power sometimes so we can understand what's happening. Yes. Because it is very frustrating to a lot of folks and the uncertainty is still there. So if we can help clear something up or clarify anything, we're going to do that. Yes. So stay tuned for that.
And we'll have a lot more fun videos too on Wednesday's show. Unfortunately,
I forgot to tell people too, at the end of this show, you can go ahead and leave, but you're going to miss something incredible. And that is we're going to introduce you guys to a duo.
Local singer-songwriter duo.
They call themselves KarMichael, and the incredibly talented Jacob Cole turned us on to them. They submitted a video, blew our minds, so we're going to play that right at the end of this show. It should be so much fun, and if you need a smile to start your Monday, stay tuned for that. It's going to be super awesome.
So thanks for bearing with us earlier. Thanks for hopping back on. I'll kind of splice this together and upload the full video. So if anybody needs to watch that later, they can. So thanks for hanging in there. Thank you for all of your support and for all your submissions and ideas. We appreciate you guys so much. Anything else you want to add before we go to KarMichael?
I just wanted to say, make sure that as you guys are having fun at home and figuring things out, thank you again for sending us stuff and ideas. Stay engaged with us. Don't forget to share and tell your friends.
If you want to go bin outing, and dress up and do something with your trash can, send those our way. We'd love to see those.
If you have some questions on what you should be filming or doing, let us know. We'll put something together. We'll be back here
on Wednesday at 8:30.
Wednesday morning at 8:30. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you very soon. Here is KarMichael.
Hello, good morning, Lompoc. Thank you, Jeremy and Michelle, for having us on your show. Thank you, Jacob Cole, for reaching out to us and asking us to join in and play on the show. We really appreciate it. And thank you so much for just having the show and bringing our little town of Lompoc lots of fun and joy. And during these hard times that we're having, these really crazy, weird times, and we really appreciate you and everything that you're doing for our community through this show. So thank you so much. Well, my name is Michael, better known as Mikey.
And I'm Carl.
And we are KarMichael. And here is one of our originals called Living Proof. Hope you like it. And torn, broken to pieces, been robbed through my core, trying to come up for air, but I'm getting tangled in the nest of my hair. Keep falling short. Can I just feel good and get my face off the floor? I'm just so sick. Only thing that'll feel good is when I get my next fix. My mind is a galaxy of thoughts and stars scattered round like pixie sand and filled with memories, gosh, but I'm still starving for more. I just wanna feel the truth. I'm living proof that I can stand on my 2 feet again, and I can't find me again. A better me than I was back then. Funneled out in the dark, I found a spark to change this tune around. Stop the drink, chase the crazy out of my thinking machine. It takes work, can't get lazy or all the haziness will start to lurk. Got in touch with the universe and God, can't do this alone. He's gotta be my road dog. My mind is a galaxy of thoughts and stars scattered around like pixie sand and filled with memories, gosh, but I'm still starving for more. I just wanna feel the truth. I'm living proof that I can stand on my 2 feet again, and I can't find me again. A better me than I was back then. I had to have willingness and honesty. It doesn't just come easily to dig in deep and clean my side of the stream. My mind is a galaxy of thoughts and stars scattered around like pixie sand and filled with memories, gosh, but I'm still starving for more. I just wanna feel the truth. I'm living proof that I can stand on my 2 feet again, and I can't find me again. A better me than I was back then. Thank you again for having us on your show. Have a beautiful
Thank you,
day, and
guys.
remember to be kind to one another. Thank you so much. Peace.